That is, at two lines capital AB and AC makes an angle of 120 degree between them in their front view and top view. Capital AB is parallel to both HP and VP. Determine the real angle between AB and AC. So this is the problem which is given. So he says two lines capital AB and AC makes an angle of 120 degrees. So that means, so here he has given in their front views and top views. So that means he has given the apparent inclination of both front view and top view. But capital AB is parallel to both HP and VP. So he has given the true length that capital AB is parallel to both HP and VP. Determine the real angle between capital AB and capital AC. That is, we need to find out. So first we are going to draw the XY line and mark VP and HP. As he has not given any distance, so we can take whatever the distance we want. Say for example, if you want to take, you can take 50 mm or 60 mm or 70 mm or whatever it is, depending upon the availability of the space for the sheet wherein we want to draw the sketch. So here, and also he has not given any distances with respect to HP and VP. So you can consider any distance above HP and you can consider any distance with respect to VP. So first we will going to draw one horizontal line and also in the above XY line and at convenient distance, and also below XY line horizontal line at any convenient distance. So say for example, we will going to take around 60 mm between A dash B dash. So first we are going to mark 60 mm between A dash and B dash in the front view, and similarly AB also will going to have 60 mm, and you mark this distance, and you mark this point as A dash and B dash in the front view, and you mark this point as small a and small b in the top view. As he says, it is both parallel to HP and VP. So now it is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length in HP. So you mark this as capital A and capital B here, and you know that it is parallel to VP. So since it is parallel to VP, then it will be true length in VP. So you mark capital A and capital B here. Then with A dash as center, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 120 degree with respect to the horizontal, and then draw an inclined line here. And once you draw this, so here from B dash you measure an angle of 30 degree, because 180 minus 120 it will going to be 60 degree. So this will going to be 30, and this angle will also becomes 30. So from here you measure an angle of 30 degree with respect to the horizontal and draw an inclined line. And then again, see, both will going to intersect at this point, so you mark this point as C dash, small c dash. Then draw a vertical projector from C dash to the top view, and then by using the protractor with the A as center with reference to the horizontal, you draw an inclined line which is at 120 degree, and then from B also you measure an angle of 30 degree and then draw an inclined line. Both will going to intersect at this point, you mark the point as C. Then when you join C dash and C, both will going to lie on the same line. So this is a typical example wherein we have this is the sketch what we have to write according to the given problem. So here it is like this. You have three lines. One line, it is parallel to both HP and VP. If you are considering A dash C dash, you can see that line is inclined to HP, and also AC, the line is inclined to VP. So this is a case of both inclined to both HP and VP. So this is in apparent length and this is also in apparent length. So that is the reason why we cannot write this as capital C here or capital C here, because both the lines are inclined. Similarly, when you are considering B dash C dash, you can see that the line is inclined to HP, and BC, the line is inclined to VP. So it is also a case of line inclined to both HP and VP. Therefore, we are not able to write the capital C here. So now what we want is first to determine the real angle between capital AB and capital AC. So that means we need to find out the true inclination of all these lines. But to find out the true inclinations of all these lines, so first we should have the true length. So in other words, we have to find the true length in any one of these front view or in the top view. So here, say for example, now let us take in the front view, we are going to find out the true length. So to do that, so we will, here you can see both A dash, B dash and AB both are parallel to HP and VP, so we are already in true length. So you have written capital A and capital B, and here also capital A and capital B. But now we want to find out the true length of A dash C dash. So to find the true length in the front view, so we have to take the top view line, which is AC. So by using the compass, first we are going to draw a horizontal line with A as center, taking the radius of AC. By using the compass, draw an arc which will going to be, it becomes horizontal. So that means small AC1, and you mark this point as C1. So this AC1 is the line which is parallel to VP. Once the line is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length in VP. Then you draw a horizontal dash dot projector from C dash in the front view. And then you project this line from the C1 to the top to the front view, where it will going to cut the locus of C here, and you mark this point as C1 dash, and then join A dash C1 dash with little bit thicker than the XY line. So this line will going to become the true length, because AC1 is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length in vertical plane. Now the next case is we need to find out, we are already, AB is already in true length. Now AC we found out the true length. Now what we need to do is we need to find out the true length of BC. So again, with B as center, by using the compass, you measure a radius of BC, you draw an arc such that it is become parallel to VP. That means BC2 will be the line which is parallel to VP, and then from C2 you draw a vertical projector to the front view, so that it will going to cut the locus of C in the front view here, and you mark this point as C2 dash. As we have rotated BC2, then naturally join between B dash and C2 dash. So this is the true length in the front view, and this is also a true length in the front view. And now A dash B dash is already in true length. So we have found out all the true lengths. We have found out the true lengths of all the three lines. Now since we want to find out the real angle between capital AB and capital AC, now with A dash as center, taking the radius of A dash C1 dash, you draw an arc as shown. Similarly, with B dash as center, taking the radius of B dash C2 dash, by using the compass, you draw an arc such that it will going to cut the previously drawn arc at this point, and you mark this point as C3 dash. Then join A dash C3 dash and also B dash C3 dash. So then you measure this angle between, and you mark this point as C dash, because this is the true length what you will going to get. So then you measure the real angle between capital AB and capital AC. So by using the protractor, you measure an angle with respect to XY line, with respect to A dash B dash, the angle, and you mark this point as real angle, that is the true inclination with respect to HP, which is called theta, and theta will be 112 degree when you are doing it in manual. When you are doing it in computer, it will be 112.21 degrees. So this is how you will be able to solve this problem in the sketchbook.